review, we break it down. From grips to weights, we wear the crown. With each perfect shot, we'll rise, we won't fall. Welcome to the channel, the best arts of all. It's more than a game, it's our passion. Keep on dancing.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Scottish Lad Darts channel. I'm Kieran and welcome back, as I just said. In today's video we're going to be reviewing a set of the brand new Winmau darts released today, and we're going to be reviewing the Winmau Steve Beaton Legacy Edition and 22g steel tip. You will see them when we get to the close-up section. They're 90% tungsten. They're very remnant of the previous Steve Beatons, the blue and gold ones of course. The only difference is the front's a wee bit more grippy, and the rear it's a touch less grip in my opinion. Overall, the grip level at the back is pretty solid 2.5. The front grip is definitely free, so if you're a front gripper, you're getting the best of grip here. They do come supplied with a 26mm silver point, which you can change out, of course. The short Winmau vector stems with white and gold. Again, you will see all this in the close-up. But Steve Beaton is obviously retiring from the PDC Tour this year and moving on to the Seniors Tour. I reckon he's going to go over to the Seniors Tour and he's going to smash it. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's crack on with the review.
We aim for the ball, Scottish lads, wisdom making our hearts full.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the close-up section for the Winmau Steve Beaton Legacy Edition. So brand new for the 2025 Winmau late launch, and as you can see, very Steve Beaton's-esque style with the blue and gold. He did opt to go back to the blue and gold style, and as you can see, it's come supplied with a standard 26mm silver point, the white and gold Nitrotech stems, and the gorgeous looking Steve Beaton flight. Now, if it wasn't for the fact that these are a player flight, I would have used these on my match darts. They're just that nice. Now, they're 90% tungsten, manufactured by Winmau, and they come in 22 and 24g steel tip, or 18g soft tip, but it's 20g fully set up with the soft tip. So, let's get you a close-up look to one of them. We've got the blue PVD coating at the back with that standard run-of-the-mill ring grip. A wee bit of a slightly skinnier cut right in the middle. So, grip level at this section, I'm going to say is a level 2.5, scale 1 to 5. If you're right at the rear, again, it's still a level 2.5, but it is quite slippy. At the front, we have the milled twin ring grip, which is a level 3, scale 1 to 5. All in all, grip level altogether, I'm going to give it an average 2.5. The white vector stems with the gold top, the Steve Beaton flight, and there's the point there. Now, if I get this super close up, you can see that how intricate that cut is at the front. As you can see there, it does look very grippy, but as I said, level 3 grip. If you're a rear gripper, you've got grip all the way to the end of the barrel, which is absolutely fantastic. You cannot fault that whatsoever. But it's a nice looking dart for sure. Get some gold points in there, just to get it back to being a all nice looking dart. Now, let's get you the barrel dimensions for the 22g Steve Beaton Legacy Editions. Barrel length from here, where the point meets the barrel, to here, where the stem meets the barrel, is 43.2mm. It's the exact same for the 24g. And the width at the widest point for the 22g, so this front section here, is 7.16mm. So as you expect from a torpedo style dart, it's girthy, quite thick, quite short, which Steve Beaton has used for years, so it's worked for Steve Beaton. The points obviously do need changed, but they will slip out the board eventually through time, and you could scuff them up of course, but if you add say a gold point to that, it'll just complete the look of the dart to go in and flow well with the overall how the dart looks. But for what you're getting here, you're getting what you see in front of you, your fancy Winmau point protector. You're getting a fantastic dart for any of you people that like to use a Steve Beaton style. But I've gave you all the necessary information of the Steve Beaton Legacy Edition. Let's get them over to the board, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wee throw with them, and we'll see how I get on with them. Here we go then, folks. Throwing section for the Winmau Steve Beaton Legacy Edition. Now, that rear grip where I'm gripping is definitely only level 2.5 on a scale 1 to 5. It's a very mild grip, so you can slightly feel it, but it almost feels like a smooth grip. But in terms of how they're flying not too bad. My shoddy throwing skills just doesn't really show them off. They're visually really stunning on the board, and they're landing quite upright, which I do like. I'm putting that down to the fact that it's a shorter stem and the bigger flight, so they do land that way. Now, the length is a bit off-putting for me personally because I do like a longer dart, but they fly for a torpedo style not too bad, I suppose. But let me know your thoughts on them regardless. The front grip, which this next visit is from, is definitely level 3 grip on a scale of 1 to 5. That very intricate milled cut is a very decent level of grip as well. But Steve Beaton primarily as a rear gripper, he grips the stem of the dart, so he'll have an aluminium stem with grip on the dart itself. But the only thing I would change about this setup entirely is the point. I'd definitely change to a longer point, and I'd make sure it was a gold point, just so it matches in with the stem and the flight, and obviously the darts themselves. It just makes a more flowing cosmetic look. But other than that, front weighted darts, so as you expect, they do dip as they're going through into the board, hence why that upright landing. But let me know your thoughts on the Steve Beaton Legacy Editions. Let me know your favourite Steve Beaton moment in the comment section. For the foreseeable, it will be voiceover reviews and throne sections, simply because I have managed to break the wireless mic I used. But as I say, these are flying nicely. We've tried some checkouts with them in this throne section, and they will take a bit of time for getting used to if you're not used to that shape or that length of dart. However, if it is your kind of dart, you don't like a lot of grip at the rear, perfect. If you like a decent bit of grip at the front, again, perfect. All these require is a longer point, in my opinion. Now, Steve Beaton, as we know, is retiring from the PDC Tour. He is moving to the Seniors Tour in January, and I reckon he's going to go over there and he's going to play outstanding, just coming off the Pro Tour. But let me know your thoughts regardless. Steve Beaton being one of the true legends of our game we all love. But in regards to the darts here, between the other two models of Winmau, 3 models of Winmau, Steve Beaton darts, I do much prefer the old blue and gold ones. They have a touch more grip at the back. But I've gave you a quick rundown of how these fly and how I feel about them. So I'll let you enjoy the rest of the throne section, and I'll see you when we get wrapped up. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was my review of the Winmau Legacy Edition Steve Beaton darts. The darts themselves are ideal for a rear gripper that doesn't like a lot of grip. They're 43.2mm long, so it's a torpedo style, especially that slight taper at the back. And the widest point is 7.16mm. So quite a girthy dart, especially if you're a front gripper. Rear grippers, you're getting the same place finger placement every single time, which is great. They're 90% tungsten, and I do like the blue and gold Winmau Steve Beaton flights here with the white background. I do actually like how they look. See if it didn't have the Steve Beaton on it, I'd use them in my match darts in an instant. But the darts themselves, fully set up there, as you can tell, quite a short setup. But let me know your thoughts of the Winmau Steve Beaton Legacy Edition in the comment sections. Personally, I like the feel of them. I like how they throw in the air. I will obviously give them some time. I do usually use 24 gram when it comes to a Steve Beaton dart, but the 22 gram I can probably live with. But let me know your thoughts on the Winmau Steve Beaton Legacy Edition. Let me know your favourite Steve Beaton moment in the comment section. Now, a lot of people are going to say when he won the World Championship in 1996, or the fact that he is the most consistent player to appear at the Ali Pali, 30 years. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, as I said, on the Steve Beaton Legacies. While you're doing that way, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. The goal for this year is 4,000. We're at 3,700 just now. We're 300 away. With the boom that comes up with the worlds and stuff on, it could potentially get there. But either way, a goal's a goal. If we get there, we get there. If we don't, we'll try again next year. But thanks everyone for taking time to watch this video. Stay safe out there. And of course, keep on darting.
Keep on dancing, let the arrows fly, chasing that